There's my microphone. Okay. Part one. See, this is part two. I just videotaped this whole thing, and when I got through it, I decided that, um, well, it was just not any good. So, uh, I'm doing this part three. I'm seeing that I'm wondering if I can get myself in here. If I can say, stick my head in here. Over here. Now, I've been playing with some apps for a while, doing some tutorials for a while, and they're all fun. Some are frustrating. The fact that they're written in ancient languages of ancient forms of Android Studio, that boy, things are different now. The past was the worst. I know a guy on the internet. He keeps alleging that the past was the worst. Uh, I think currently things are pretty boring, but I still would be in agreement with Simon Whistler, if you know the guy. He's got about 800 channels. Um, So, back to my project. Say you have some pets. Say you live alone. Say you forget to wake up one day and all your pets at the usual time are gathered around. Uh, gathered around. Very awkward. Wondering where their food and water is. And if you're not in touch with people on a daily basis, this can become sort of a stretched out affair until one of your friends realizes that you haven't been seeing in a while. Now, I'd like to avoid that happening myself. I live way out in the sticks. It's possible that my friends wouldn't stumble across me for a couple of weeks. Uh, but I have pets. So the app is to make sure that everything goes nicely for the pets, that your friends get out there and pick your pets up and take them home and give them new homes for life. So this is all for your pets. Uh, a few other things too, I suppose you could use it for if you're lost out in the jungle somewhere and you want to use a GPS signal to signal somebody back home, your friend. If you don't swipe the calendar notification, then a message could be sent out from your current location. And you don't necessarily need to be expired. So this is always happy for your friends when they come and find you. Um, so it's kind of not a small app. I would not sell it as a simple app. Nor would I sell it as an app that you can sit down and build in one get go, because there's no way that I'm going to be able to do something like that myself. Just sit down and zoom. I've got 10 slides here that I asked Gemini to break up what was laid out as a project. Um, Floating away from the edge of my desk. So in part one, we're actually going to use empty compose activity. I thought maybe that We could use anything else in Kotlin or in Android Studio. Maybe use a navigation drawer. Uh, Maybe use bottom navigation template. But no, Gemini would like to start without any kind of real massive back-end boilerplate already in place. And you should open up sometime. Open up the nav drawer package and expand out your resource tree or whatever you want to call it. Expand out your project and just see what all is going on in there. It's mind-boggling. So this is the project for day 1. This is the project for day 10, just because it comes right after 1. 1, 10. I'm sure I could figure out how to rename the file so it shows up after 9, but just figure 1 and 2 comes right after 10. We can back up to number 10 later. Part 2 will be making the user interface. Have I been using Jetpack Compose previously? Nobody's told me so, but we'll see what if that's not like just putting in text fields and edit texts and a couple of widgets, because we have to make a user profile screen, a friend selection screen, a map. We're going to have a map that actually works. And the nice thing about that is that at Google, from what I've read, if you've got a project going on and you want to throw a map on there, go to it, have at it. And they won't begin to start talking about pricing until you hit 25,000 map requests a day. So that's a lot of apps out there to have 25,000 people keel over all at once. And that's pretty suspicious. I think they should look your way if you weren't me. And I don't know how to program some kind of deadly venom in some needles that poke out when you turn it on. You can just barely feel it under the skin. Who knows what it could be? Nothing I have in the fridge. Composable functions. I don't know what composable functions is. That's a lot more than just having some text fields. Text field, text field, text field, a button. Explain my choices. Now, I don't know. I'm going to just say it looked pretty. Okay? Look pretty. Part 2, Part 3. Navigation between our pages. Everybody likes to learn how to navigate between some pages. I've been playing around with Android Studio for a few months now, and I really haven't hit upon the secret of navigating between pages. But let me see what this says here. Oh, nav controller. So great. That sounds like fun. Next up, 4. Get me. There I go. Storing user and friend information in a database on your phone. Like there's a little room on your phone in your phone, or you can shove your bits and bytes into, and integrate the contacts provider to allow users to select a friend from their contacts. I just think that's pretty neat to be able to do that. I would also have Facebook in there, but I'm going to save that for a version upgrade, I think, before trying to put Facebook in there, because mainly right now I don't use Facebook. So, number 5, hay fever. The map. We'll have a map. It'll show you where you're at. So if you can't tell somebody where you're at, the map will tell you where you're at. That's always a good thing. Now, the calendar event creation is the functionality going on here to create a daily recurring event in calendar rather than have the app be running 24/7. It just creates events in calendar, and when that time comes around, it gives you a swipe notification for you to go, do the regular swipe to let it know that you're still among the quick. That's what they say in the movies, in the old spaghetti movies. Quick and the dead. Benefits of using Work Manager for reliable task scheduling. So we're going to be doing all kinds of things that I have no clue what they are at this point. Notification handling and the swipe action again. What happens when you swipe all across, and update things. And we're just going to cruise right along. The next day, this seems like stuff that can be implemented in one day. I might have to do it once and then undo what I did, or have a pair of projects going at the same time, so I can use one as a practice and then make a video out of the second one. But these seem to be short and sweet. It's not a page full of things to do. And by the time we get to 9, if the notification is not swiped within the grace period, your friend's going to find out about it. And then number 10, we have to go all the way back to stupid computer. Number 10, power management and optimization. This is why I'm using the calendar. It'll be in doze mode or app standby. I know nothing of either of these, but we'll be discussing strategies. That's a pretty fancy way of saying we're going to see what Gemini has to say about this. And then I have to start finding some other devices. So, anybody want an app? I'm not going to charge for it. I'm making it because I need it. Because I have 2 cats and a dog, and I live out in the middle of the boonies. And so I need an app like this. There's my dog right there. Let me get back in the picture. So, my nose itches. The weather, it's the hay fever. So a nice 10-part tutorial where hopefully at the end of each part we'll try running it to see if it runs. There may be times it won't run because it'll be waiting for the next day's worth of back end to be copy and pasted from Gemini. That's going to be fun. Looking forward to it. We're under 15 minutes. I think that's the best time to stop because maybe somebody actually will get this far. And if you do, hey, thanks. Subscribe, like, something about a blue bell. And see you.